Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and today we have part 2 of the fabulous Isabel Ingham birthday treat extravaganza. Birthday week, in fact. So they're basically doing a birthday treat a day, as we saw in yesterday's vlog, and today is the second day, and it's so exciting. I can't wait. But you know what was not exciting, Chris, is when you put up a 52 minute video about what looked on the outset to be absolute nonsense. Come pack my hospital bag with me, and 52 minutes. It nearly made me cry. Honestly, it nearly made me cry. I've been feeling a lack of excitement for your vlogs for a while. Okay, Chris, I'm not gonna lie, they've started to bore the shit out of me, right? And then I saw your vlog, the thumbnail, the title, and the amount of minutes involved, and I thought 52, oh my god, seriously. And yeah, I reluctantly clicked on it, right? So I'm not going to put everybody through a 52-minute video of Sarah talking about crap, right? I can't do that to you. I found it difficult to do it to myself, so I've trimmed it a little bit, but it's still fairly long. So let's get into this, because you're not here to hear me ramble on about nothing. So let's get on with the super duper surprise reveal birthday treat day 2.
Morning, iFan. Welcome to today's vlog. You're joining us on a bit of an exciting one this morning. We're going for a scan. Yay! We're going to see baby Wavy. I'm so excited. I'm actually more excited today because I actually just fell. I didn't fall. I'm being dramatic when I'm saying that. I was in Chase's room getting out some clothes for him, and I went to sit down on one of his foam kind of soft play building block things. I went to sit on one of them. I don't know what my brain was telling me, but it wasn't one of those. It was a soft toy box that he'd emptied out. So I went to sit down and fell flat on my butt and rolled back.
Not gonna lie, Sarah, if you had vlogged that and put that up on your channel, I would have watched it on repeat. In fact, I would have made an entire vlog out of it. But instead, no, we get to hear your lovely dulcet tones and, yeah, talking about crap.
I'm not worried at all. I'm just going to point out.
Should have seen dust that fell through the ceiling.
Shut up, you muppet. But yeah, that was funny. So we're going to see baby Wavy today, and now I've mentioned this a few times, but some people, this is your first vlog you've ever watched. So I'm 34 weeks this week, and the reason I'm having extra growth scans is because I've had low birth weight for gestational age babies in the past. So they do scans, I think, every 4 weeks. I did have one 3 weeks ago, but they have to do one. It's only been 3 weeks, basically. My car window was left down all night last night, you know.
I think I just did it then.
Oh, did you? But I have to go for one today because we're away next week. So it would be 4 weeks next week, but we're going away for Isabel's birthday. So when we're at my last appointment, I said we won't be here in 4 weeks' time. Can you do it either a week early or can you do it late?
Yeah, you tell them, Sarah. You tell them what you want to happen. You're going to be away. Come hook or by hook or by crook. You're not going to be around. So, you know, they have to accommodate Princess Sarah of Seacroft. And, yeah, just tell them what you want. You're not going to be here. If they want to scan you, if they want to do this, if they really must, then they must work around your schedule.
And they said it's fine because everything's fine with baby girl. She's not like a low birth weight or anything like that. Also, guys, just while we're in the car, and thought I'd have a little chat. Yesterday, if anyone's like been in this had this experience before, let me know. Yesterday, when I went to my midwife appointment, basically I'm taking aspirin, and I was prescribed aspirin from the consultant at the hospital, and I was under the impression that I was taking the aspirin. Tractors are so big here and the roads just don't feel big enough, do they? Oh my gosh, biggest tractor just went past.
Yeah, you moaning about the big tractors don't quite seem real when you've spent the past few months trundling around the country and the world in your little RV, which takes up half the, the road, if not the entire road whenever you travel anywhere, and nobody can get past you because you basically driving a truck.
And I was under the impression that I was taking aspirin. I was under the impression from the consultant I was taking aspirin for thinning my blood, to like reduce the risk of blood clots. Like that's why I'm on it, to reduce the risk of blood clots, because I'm older now. I'm an older mum. I've got 6 babies. I've got slightly raised BMI. And what else was it? Was that it?
Yeah.
I think that was it. So I was under the impression that's why I was taking the aspirin. That's what she told me, to reduce the risk of blood clots. Yesterday I went for a midwife appointment and we got talking. I was in there for an hour. Why was I in there for an hour? Talking about travel. She loves to travel. And we got talking about that.
Oh, brilliant. Something in common. Does she love to travel the Ingham way, or does she love to travel the normal way? Did you tell her about how you pimp out all your kids on a daily basis and you spread it all over YouTube? Does she do that too? I bet you have so much in common.
But we were talking, she was asking me some questions about like what I'm taking at the minute, blah blah blah, and I said I'm taking aspirin because we were talking about blood clots and things, and I said, well, I'm taking the aspirin that I've been prescribed, and she was like, yeah, but you do realise that's nothing to do with blood clots for you. And I'm like, yeah, that's why I've been prescribed it. And she was like, no, that's not why you've been prescribed it. And I was like, well, why am I taking it then? And she said, you're taking the aspirin because you've had a low birth weight gestational baby in the past. Low birth weight for gestational age baby in the past. And I was like, what? Really? And she said, yeah, it's got nothing to do with blood clots. And I was like, no, I don't understand. So the consultant told me to take them for that, and the midwife told me I'm taking them for something completely different.
So I'm just going to throw this out there a little bit, but isn't it possible, Sarah, given that everybody knows, and I'm sure you know by now, that you're a little bit slow and a little bit thick and everything, right? Isn't it possible that you maybe misunderstood the consultant in the first place, rather than them telling you something incorrect? Because that seems more of a likely scenario to me than, I
have no idea why I'm taking aspirin now. I have no idea. So what I wanted you guys to do was comment down below and let me know. I know the science behind how potentially me taking aspirin could thin my blood and make it easier for blood to get through the placenta to the baby, which would then make the baby grow more, I guess. But my point is, as well, is that my low birth weight for babies were Esme and Isla, but I weren't offered aspirin. I weren't offered aspirin with Mila or Jace, was I? Weren't offered anything, nothing during pregnancy for Mila or Jace. I was offered nothing. It was just a normal, I did get extra scans, but aside from that, nothing else. So why have I been offered aspirin with this baby then? Because of low birth weight with Esme and Isla.
New protocol since 2021.
New protocol.
So, I just mentioned, just literally even a few moments ago, how unintelligent you were, shall we say, Sarah? So, when you're sat there asking your IFAM, why IFAM do I now need to take aspirin for this and not for this, and why are they making me do this? The person that would have been the most logical person to actually ask, who that person actually was? That's right, a midwife, Instead of coming away and saying, oh, now I have no idea why I'm taking the aspirin, But comment down below, iFam, if you know why I'm taking aspirin now. And having just come out of an appointment, having just been in an appointment with an actual professional who knows why you're taking it. Oh my God, this woman is absolutely insanely sick.
But I wanted you guys to comment down below to let me know. Comment down below and let me know. An idiot. Comment down below and let me know if you've been prescribed aspirin during your pregnancy, and if you have, what was it for? Guys, Chris is laughing at me because I picked up one of these little free packs on the way out.
Treat yourself on the way out.
I wasn't treating myself on the way out. Everyone else. Hey, the last time I came here, I treated myself, didn't I?
You did indeed treat yourself. Treat. Okay, so I'm going to get a little bit of hate here because I know some of you are going to say, I say treat all the time. But, you know, it's not a word. Really. It's not a word. It you know, it doesn't matter what area of the country you're from. Treat is not a word. And Sarah says it an awful lot for one who is posh and, you know, speaks very proper.
But you get freebies in these. So I'm going to open it and have a look. Let's see what we get inside this.
Everybody loves a good freebie, eh, Sarah? Ignore the haters. If you want a freebie and you're on 10k a day, you still take that freebie. It's okay. That's not for mothers who can't afford anything, but you know, you need it as much as the next woman, right?
I want to update people that our baby girl was first.
Oh yeah. Obviously the scan was great. It was perfect. I'm not gonna lie, you couldn't really see much today. It was quite a quick in and out scan. I'm not obviously there to coo over her little nose features and her lips. I'm there to check her weight.
Sarah constantly just baffles me. It absolutely amazes me. Her entire mannerisms around the baby is just very cold and distant. Oh, it was just a quick in and out, and we're not there to coo over how amazingly lovely my baby is. Yeah, no, we're just there to do this. I'm not there to coo. No, we don't want to like see how lovely our baby is. You know, it's just it's very transactional, this appointment for Sarah.
And check that she's growing right, and check that the blood flow to the placenta's good, check the placenta's good, and all of these medical reasons. That's what we're here for. And it was all great. Lighting is not great in this car. Maybe if I hold you up there, is that better? Everything was perfect. She's doing great. She's growing perfectly. She's on the 25th centile, which is good. Just got my notes here. So she's following her little line, and actually I wonder if I can just show you this thing, because I don't think there's anything on here that's personal really. So as you can see, head circumference, abdominal circumference, all perfect. Femur length, all looking really good. And then all of that on the little chart there. And she weighs £4.12. Oh my gosh. I don't know why, but £4.12 just seems big to me. It's not, obviously, because it's only the 25th centile.
I'll tell you why it seems big to you, Sarah. Because you think of all your baby as itty bitty tiny teeny weeny babies, right? But okay, I'm just gonna throw this out there. I know fuck all about any of that, right? I don't know about centiles, percentiles, or mini centiles. I did that shit, right? I don't know how big a baby should be at this stage, but what I will say is common sense tells me that it's probably about right, because you know, £4 now, you are going to give birth within what, a month, right? And your baby's going to come out at around about, I don't know, £7 or £8, and you know, so it's about half of that. So I'm just thinking that logically it sounds about right to me. I don't see why that sounds big. Anyway, just my opinion. Maybe I'm wrong.
But it just seems like, that just seems big to me. It seems big. I don't know why. It seems like, I don't know. I just feel like sometimes when you're pregnant, you spend all of your pregnancy like growing this baby that's gone from literally like tiny size, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh my gosh, that's actually really like full size baby, fully grown. I think now at 34 weeks actually, she's reached the length that she'll likely be when she's born, and now she's just like putting on the pounds, which is cool. But yeah, everything's great, everything's perfect, and there's no worries at all. I've got to come back in 4 weeks time for another one, and everything's looking fab. Right, I'm gonna see what's in my freebie bag. Chris is literally laughing his head off at me like, do you have to? Seriously, why? Do you know what? That's actually really good. I've got 3 nappies.
Oh, brilliant. That can go on the nappy pile that you may or may not have at home. You know, the pile of like the nappies that you've shown us a few times. That can go with those, is it? Or is this a different type of nappy that we haven't yet seen?
So, first up, 3 nappies. Now, as you guys know, I'm doing reusable nappies from birth with this baby girl. But I've been debating, do I need to take a couple of newborn nappies just in case? Now, I don't even know what the just in case I'm thinking could be. Why would I not be able to use a reusable nappy? What would be the reason? I don't know. But you just think of everything, don't you? Try and think of everything when you're packing your hospital bag. So I was thinking like, do I need to pack some, but I didn't want to buy a full newborn pack because you get like 50 nappies in them or something. 3! Now I can just pop those in my hospital bag. I've got 3 reusable.
God bless the NHS, eh, Sarah? Where would you be without all the freebies that they give out? And, you know, for all those mothers who are so desperately in need of things like this, and you just take them because, you know, it's just an extra thing that you can put in your in your bag. Not that you can afford it or anything.
Nappies, not reusable. Disposable, newborn nappies.
You get something good?
Yeah, I did. Oh, pseudo cream. Don't even tell me that pseudo cream's not well expensive. And that's a cute. Let me open it. See if that looks.
Another thing that Sarah could never have afforded if it wasn't for the NHS. God bless the NHS, eh, Sarah?
Tiny that. Oh my gosh! Look how cute this size pseudo cream toy is, babe. Our pseudo cream that we buy is like the biggest, giantest tub. Babe, look at that.
Like,
now, I don't think I'm
like a single-use pseudo cream.
I don't think I'm going to be needing to use pseudo cream on a newborn baby, but you never know. That's not going to go in the hospital bag probably. I'm not going to be using it on the first couple of days, am I? Oh. Wait a second, babe. The door's open. Let's see what else we've got. Here we go. Some little vouchers. Little Emma's diary. A guide to labour and birth. Not bad for free. And look at this. 1 second. Nappies. Could put those in the hospital bag now. We don't need to buy any. So I'm putting reusable ones in. But I was debating whether I should buy one pack of thingy ones, disposable ones, but now I don't need to because I've got 3 there. Chuffed about that.
Get that camera out of my face.
I can see you're well chuffed. You will chuffed about it as well. You're going to be changing them.
What sort of evil laugh was that, Sarah? Are you suggesting that Chris is the only one that's changing them? Is that what's happening here? Or are you going to chip in with, you know, the childcare of your own baby or anything like that? Or is it just down to Chris? I don't know. You know, I think it should be a joint venture here, but I don't know.
Just got a text message, perfect timing.
It was actually
email, sorry.
Timing.
Email on the way home saying that my Dunelm order that shouldn't have arrived till Wednesday is coming early. So pop down and buy it. What am I talking about? Pop down and pick it up. So I've picked up the cot bed. This is what I ordered the other day, the cot bed cover that's just absolutely adorable. I love it. I'm so glad I went with this one. It's just gorgeous. And then I also picked up some sheets for the bed as well. Do you think they matched? They didn't have any that like matched. I thought they were really nice. So boom, let's get home. Hello. I'd like to go to the birthing pool this time. I did actually get told at my midwife appointment yesterday, I didn't know this. Well, she said it's a new thing, a new protocol that probably won't affect me, hopefully. But if your BMI is over a certain level, I guess, you can't go in the birthing pool anymore. I was so shocked to hear that, especially because my BMI is slightly... I'm kind of on the line. So when I went for my booking in appointment, she literally said to me what my weight and BMI was. She said, oh, if you'd have been like 2 pounds lower in weight, I wouldn't even have a raised BMI. Thank you. So I was like, man, I shouldn't have drank that pint of water before I came in. Only joking. But yeah, so she told me yesterday about the birthing pool. When we went through my birthing plan, and she said it won't affect you because your BMI can't have raised from only just being borderline to being the level that it's at. She didn't actually tell me what the level was. But yeah, so that was a bit of a shock. But anyway, I'm hoping to go in the birthing pool. What do you wear in the birthing pool though? I'm not comfortable being naked.
Yeah, it's a good job really, isn't it? Because nobody else is comfortable seeing you naked either. I'm sorry, Sarah, but it's true.
So I was thinking like just a bra or something, or just like a vest. Maybe no, a vest would be restrictive, wouldn't it? A crop top maybe a crop top. So I'd maybe like to get like a black crop top type thing, some sort of thing to go in the birthing pool, and then I'd like some black pajamas basically to put on after. I know I need those. What else do I need though? I don't know what else I need. So I thought we'd go through my hospital bag now together, and I'll show you guys everything I've got and putting in there. And then I'll also give myself a better idea on what I need to still buy. You've probably seen this in a previous vlog if you've watched regularly, or maybe just in the background of our vlogs lately whilst we've been in the baby's nursery. This is basically a pre-packed hospital bag that's from a wonderful small business on Instagram called Something a Bit Different. I'll pop their page up now. And it basically comes ready packed. More blocks. It comes ready packed. I can't remember everything that's in here. I've not taken anything out. I've not put anything extra in. So I'm going to go through those two again. I've got extra things here. The bag is all this. Oh, how gorgeous is this blanket? Love it. Got some mittens and a hat. We've got, oh great, slippers were on my list actually. I don't tend to wear slippers in the house because I just prefer to be barefoot.
Yep, Sarah in the wild, everybody. She prefers to walk around barefoot, much like she allows her kids to walk around barefoot in general. But this is Sarah who, right, okay, this may just be a personal preference, but I would have thought walking around the house barefoot was kind of a bit, would make your feet a bit dirty, you know? You've got the carpets. I mean, no matter how much you clean, you're never going to get it completely clean. And same goes with marble floor. It's going to be dirty and dusty. So, you know, I just put something on your feet. Not barefoot anyway.
But I won't need to buy any because these will do. I've got hiccups. These will do just fine. Got some water wipes. Love. I've got nappies. Yes! And those are so nice. Eco nappies. Respect nature. Very cute indeed.
Indeed, respect nature. Very eco-friendly as our Sarah. Always looking at ways of cutting down on the ecosystem.
I do also just want to say, because I know not a lot of people are in a position to be able to buy loads of extra things, you don't actually need much for your hospital bag. A lot of things that...
Hang on, Sarah. You don't need lots of things for your hospital bag, but didn't you get that hospital bag for free? How can you sit there and actually preach to everybody else to say, oh, it's okay, you don't need all this stuff. It's okay if you only get certain things. You only need the bare essentials. And yet you were given yours for free. You didn't have to buy any of this shit.
People in general and myself take to hospital are things we want, or things that we like the idea of, or things that we just think we might need. In actual fact, with Mila, I barely even used half the stuff I took in my hospital bag, to be honest. So you don't need to take all these extra bits and bats. So nobody should be feeling bad if they can't or they don't want to take loads of extra bits.
Sarah, it comes across as very, very insulting when you say all this stuff to people, that they don't need this it's okay if they can't afford this. It's very patronizing, but more so when you had to blag freebies in the first place and you didn't even have to pay for it. It's just very, very insulting.
All you really need is an outfit and a blanket and a hat for your baby and some nappies. Some vests, obviously, if it's cold weather. And then for yourself, you don't even need new pyjamas or slippers or all these extra lip balms and fans and blah, blah, blah. You don't need all that stuff. It's just that a lot of some people like to be excessive, and I'm one of them.
You really, really are a nasty piece of work, Sarah. I'm sorry, but it's true. You go on about how people don't have to buy all this stuff. If they can't afford it, it's fine. You don't need all this stuff, and you just need the bare essentials. But some people like to be excessive, and you are one of those, but you didn't have to pay to be that excessive, did you? And that is the problem, and that's where you don't quite get it. So out of touch with reality, it's untrue.
But for yourself, you just really need some pyjamas, something comfortable, sanitary towels, and whatever you think is is a home comfort to you and makes you feel comfortable. I'm not too fussed about makeup, but if I've got time when I'm leaving, I'll just shove my normal makeup bag in. I'm not going to buy designated makeup because, let's face it, I've just given birth. Actually, can we talk about this? Because even though you've just given birth, that doesn't mean you're not allowed to make yourself look good. The amount of people I see getting slammed online because they want to put a bit of makeup on to get nice pictures with their newborn, or because they want to feel good having pictures taken with their newborn, is insane. Why do people get so irate if women put makeup on after birth? I don't understand it. I just don't understand it at all.
Well, can we just talk about for a second how thick and stupid and how thick and stupid you are, really? Because what you're failing to understand here is that people aren't just annoyed because parents, mothers put makeup on to have a nice picture with their newborn. What they're annoyed about is the fact that they're plastering it all over social media. That is the point that people are annoyed about. You always pick at the wrong part, or you don't understand what is the annoyance that people actually have in the world. It is because when they give birth, they've just given birth, right? And then their first thought is to get all dolled up with their makeup and take a picture and put it on social media. That is why people are annoyed. I don't really understand how that's so difficult to understand. You know, people don't care if you're going to put makeup on or not. You know, I get it. You've just given birth. You might want to look beautiful, right? But the reasons they're doing it is not that. It is because they want people to see how beautiful they are with their newborn, and that's important to them, and that's wrong.
I'm not bothered. I'm not bothered if I don't put makeup on. I'm not bothered if I'm in a rush and I forget my makeup bag. I'm not buying extra makeup to go in my toilet. I'm not buying extra makeup to put in my hospital bag. But if I remember to take it, I'll take it, and I'll probably put on a bit of mascara after I've given birth. Why is that a big deal though? I see so many women getting slammed for it. Like, oh my gosh, you've just had a baby. How can you bother doing a face full of makeup? How can you be being bothered about her putting a face full of makeup on? It blows my mind. Anyway, you do you. If you want to put makeup on, do it. If you don't. It's no big deal.
And that, everybody, is spoken like a true influencer, in quotation marks. Somebody who spends their entire life online, and they have blurred the lines between reality and online life, and they can't really tell the difference. So when somebody is doing one thing and putting it online, it's to them, that's real life, that's normal life, and it's no different to them doing it behind closed doors. She doesn't get it. She doesn't understand why people would be annoyed at that. And that's generally how YouTubers and Instagrammers, that's how they all think.
But yeah, I think I've done what I can do. Now, I need snacks, but I'm not going to be buying those yet because I'm not even 34 weeks yet, and I'm not expecting to go into labour early. So It's time to go surprise Isabel with her little treat for today. If you didn't watch yesterday's vlog, Isabel's birthday's coming up, her 18th, and every day this week I'm surprising her with a little fun thing. Let's go open today's envelope and see what we're doing. So we're upstairs with Isabel.
We're opening my...
Number 2.
Are you watching, Jace? Okay. I'm nervous.
I'd just like to point this out for a second because it struck me a lot recently, but also over the years as well, how much these kids generally use the words nervous and scared in kind of the wrong kind of context. She says here that she's nervous for opening a card. Yesterday she said she was scared. Now, scared is not the term I would use. Excited might be a term. I've also heard Esme use the term scared a lot when there's a surprise coming, and I don't think she means scared. They never mean scared. If they mean that they're scared, then that's worrying. But if they generally mean that they're nervous or they're excited, more like, right? They're excited about what's about to happen, and but not scared. But that is concerning because are they picking up that scared is a right term to use in that situation? Because it really isn't. And Isabel, with her 9 in GCSE English, should really understand the difference between scared and being excited.
Wait.
Do you want to do that?
Yeah? Wait, now?
Yeah.
Right now? Like 10 minutes?
Yeah, 10 minutes.
Where are we going to go?
Okay, this sounds really exciting. It must be something huge and exciting, and oh my god, I can't wait to find out what it is.
I thought we were going to Starbucks.
Yes!
Get some lunch.
Okay, this is my
coffee.
perfect... This is my thing.
I'm sorry, what? Starbucks. Going to get lunch and a coffee, everybody. Oh my god. That is it. That is it. That provoked that reaction. How often does this kid ever go out? Fucking hell. If going for a coffee with her mother is something to behold, Jesus Christ. That is just a regular day. She should be doing that all the time. Going out with her friends, preferably, but even still, going out with her mother for a cup of coffee and a bit of lunch, you know, go a bit shopping, that should be something that most kids do. In fact, most kids actually do, but not these. Fucking hell.
This is my... sorry.
Well, you can say where it is. Well, that's the point, Isabel, that it's your things.
This is...
Coffee and but. Why did I put buku?
Guys,
When I was writing them out, I said to Chris, why have I wrote coffee and buku?
Buku, a bit of bookie, a bit of a bookie breakfast. I know you'll love it, Sarah.
And you're gonna get drunk again.
How much of that you get through a day then?
I spend all my money on drink. I don't smoke, don't gamble.
Just bevy, yeah?
Just drink. That's how I'm in that place.
Yeah.
You know?
And has it always been popular, the tonic wine in Glasgow, aye?
Oh, a lot of people drink wine. The sooner drinking the wine than whiskey, a lot of people, you know?
Yeah.
It's easier to take, you know what I'm talking about?
So why do you drink that as opposed to, say, another bottle of drink?
Usually drink Buckfast.
Yeah.
We don't sell it in there.
So you'd rather have that tonic wine than
Buckfast?
yeah.
We drink Buckfast.
Yeah.
Where's John Brown? Back me up here.
It's a deprived area and it's the cheapest wine. So once you get a taste of it, it hangs in there.
And do Celtic supporters drink it more than the other teams or not?
No,
No.
sometimes they think it's altar wine, so they'll not touch it the other side.
Oh, Sarah, I can just imagine you with a bottle of bookie. Is that what you said, bookie or buku? Anyway, it's all the same.
I wrote buku. Mum said so many funny moments today because earlier I went 10 minutes ago, I went downstairs and she just sat rocking back and forth on a chair holding her belly, right?
If you were rocking backwards and forwards on your chair, Sarah, you're definitely on the bucky then, aren't you?
Okay. Mila had put it there, I forgot.
A cupcake, like the packet,
Silicone
not like
case.
a coat, yeah, silicone case, a cupcake, upside down the head, but she was just rocking back, and I was like, "Why have you got a cupcake on you?" And she went, "What?" Oh my god!
Mila had put it on. We were being silly. I forgot it was there. But when I was writing these out, I don't know why. I was just sat there writing them, and I just wrote Buku.
I sometimes.
And I said to Chris, I was like, "Why have I just wrote Buku?" Anyway, we're going for a coffee, a bit of Starbucks lunch, and then Buku shopping.
Oh yeah.
Or we could just go around. I'm not actually sure what's in the city centre book-wise.
If there's a,
But there's going to be like, there might even be second-hand shops. That's usually quite good for books. Or WH Smith's usually quite good.
Oh, I've actually bought the whole of W.H. Smith's.
Yeah.
But what's it called?
Waterstones. Yeah, Waterstones. That's what I was about to say, Weatherstones.
Waterstones, if we can find them, they're really good.
Yeah. I was thinking, like, we could even look at, like, maybe libraries or there'll be loads of stuff to do.
Wow, that actually sounds so special. Congratulations, Isabel. 18th birthday surprise, day number 2 was a trip to the shops with your mother and a cup of coffee and a bit of lunch, possibly to the library. You lucky girl. You don't know how lucky you have it, you know. Some of us don't have libraries near us, so, you know.
It's an out, is it? Why is there a queue the whole way down the high street to get into Couplands? Is there a sale on or something in Couplands? Big queue. Hey, Couplands in 10p, it's expensive.
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
Maybe that's what it is.
Yeah, without actually knowing the context here, Sarah, I'm willing to bet that it's probably lunchtime and people are on the lunch break from work. Would you believe it? And they're having to queue up for their lunch. God bless the rest of the world who like to do their 9 to 5s, right, Sarah? Not you, though, obviously. No, you're set for life. You have a 10k a day income and have indeed escaped the matrix. So, you know, you're good. But let the others work their butts off, right?
Should we go this way? Which way? I don't know where we are, really. I can't work out where we are. We've never been here before, have we? Let's go through this shopping centre.
Well, I'm reliably informed that you have in fact been there before, so I don't know what you're talking about. Maybe it's that specific, like, little corner of the shopping centre that she's never been. I don't know.
Is that the best shop name ever? What are you talking about?
Sarah's dining.
Sarah's family dining. First up, Starbucks. 2 delicious vanilla lattes. Isabel got, what is that? Chicken salad.
Chicken ranch style Caesar dressing, smoked bacon and lettuce
Chill out, mate.
in plain tortilla.
And mine is an almond croissant. Yum. What did she say, Isabel?
I said sniff.
Sniff that. Oh, she said sniff it.
Smell up. I didn't used to do this when I first started reading, but recently, like every time I've got a book, like I genuinely just the smell of it just makes me very happy. I've never had that before. Oh, it's lovely.
It's lovely. I thought this was going to be, look at this, and then Isabel's like, well...
I've got, right, so we'll just do a show of everything I've got. I've got that, these, all those, this one, that one, that one, that one, that one, that one, that one.
And how many of those have you read?
I've read all them, as I'd pointed
Oh.
out.
What we were book shopping for.
I know, but W.H.
Come on,
Smith's-
authors, we need more books. Isabel, you can't keep up.
What are you talking about, Sarah? You've got an author in the family, don't you know? Chris, extraordinaire, author extraordinaire. So, why don't he write Isabel a book? A bedtime story, I'm sure she'd love it.
Which one did I just see just that a second ago?
What about Heartstopper? That look-
Okay, so I wanted to point this out because, you know, on the face of it, Isabella's going around saying, oh, I've read this book and read that book and I read this book and all these books and that book and this book. They all seem to be from one section only. There's a whole, you know, store full of books that she's only read all that section there. And what's it say at the top there? TikTok made me buy it books, right? So obviously that goes to show exactly what they spend half their life on, and it's you know, trending books on TikTok. You know what would be nice? I mean, it's nice that she finds books good and everything. She doesn't have to read every single book that's on that little shelf, though, you know, because that's quite restrictive in you know, in expanding your mind. It just means that she's basically buying books specifically because she's been recommended it by other people, and other people's tastes aren't always the same tastes as you have. And you know, just look at other, when Sarah says authors, we need more books, but she's on, there's an entire store full of other books there that she hasn't read. She's only read this section of books. Expand your horizons a little bit.
No.
Cringy. And good. What heart stuff?
It's not. Everyone says
Esme might like those.
but it's not for me.
Is it not for you? I bet Esme'd like
She
them.
might like those, but I didn't really enjoy it. But I loved this book. This is a very good book.
Red, white, and royal blue.
And this book broke my heart. I sobbed.
Did you?
Yeah, I sobbed reading.
So there's 2 book recommendations.
Pretty much everyone that I've pointed out is really good, especially this one as well.
The Spanish. This one.
Spanish Love Deception.
This one here, down here.
It's really good.
Okay, Isabel's not recommending Girl in Pieces.
Don't read that book.
This one.
Just don't.
This is trauma, she said.
Yeah, we don't talk about that book ever again.
Did you cry a lot?
Yeah, but we do talk about this book.
All right.
Very good.
Very good. Right. So, is there any in here that you like the look of? No, because I've read them all.
Well, I've not read this one. So we'll have a look and see what this one's about.
Merit. I think I found one, Isabel, that you've definitely not read. I know, but
Isabel rockets to the moon. Okay, so this reminds me of a video that I did one time, and I'm going to put a screenshot of it now. It was Sarah. I put Sarah in a rocket. It looks exactly like that. Sent her off to the moon. Yeah, brilliant.
Bell rockets to the moon. Oh my gosh, Jace would love this. I bet they definitely won't have Jace's name. Let's have a look. I don't know why I'm saying let's have a look. They're not going to have Jace.
Maybe it's have Esme. Do you remember for like?
I wonder if I could change that into an E. Ended up in Primark, did we? Yeah. We got some well nice stuff.
Spent £60.
Isabel spent £60,
but
I spent 100.
And it would have been 80 because I found I don't know how to explain it. It wasn't a top, but it was a thing that goes over your top. Kind of like,
like a crochet top.
Crochet top that goes over like a plain top.
That we'd both just paid.
I paid and I saw it and I ran over just to see how much it was. 20 quid. Inflation much? Like, no way.
But she does have a voucher.
But so the thing is, I might go back and get it another day.
Yeah.
That little voucher that I got.
Well, we'll probably take Nana tomorrow, so you could always get it tomorrow. But she got some really nice bits. We'll show you when we get home.
Really good stuff.
Right, I think we can't get through that way.
Yeah,
so we don't actually know how to get back to the we don't know how to get back to the car park because
shut when we came out.
Yeah, that's why we didn't vlog in Primark, because it was closing, so we were running around like mad women.
I found myself in the changing room when I was 6 minutes trying on 6 different outfits. Like
6 outfits, and she was 6 minutes.
I was actually so speeded up since then.
Dad gave me a few things he wanted, and I also wanted to get him some new trousers because all of his trousers are bleach or paint stained, and I'm like, babe, that's just not acceptable.
Dad doesn't have just DIY pants, like all of his pants are DIY pants.
He just wears his clothes. So every single pair of pants are horribly stained with either bleach or paint or... I'm trying to...
Okay, so I'm just going to cut it there, alright? I promised that I would cut things out, and it's still exceptionally long. And I've cut off the rest of their little shopping trip, and when they got home, they did like a massive haul of everything they got at home. So I'm not going to show any of that shit because I want it, you know, I've just noticed it's like 40 plus minutes of this video is, and it was supposed to be shorter, and I actually did try, but you know. Anyway, so yeah, Isabel's birthday celebration is in full swing. Yeah, it's just she went shopping and she went book shopping, and she went clothes shopping, and she went to Starbucks for a coffee and lunch, and did everything that a normal teenager would do on a regular day. But Sarah sprucing it up to make it sound like it's a special birthday treat. I would, I have no words, to be honest with you. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this little rundown, and maybe I've made a little bit of sense in between all my babbling and all in between all Sarah's babbling. And please give this video a thumbs up, comment all your thoughts down below, and subscribe to the channel if you're new. Until next time, have a brilliant weekend, and I'll see you again soon in another video. Bye bye.